From that day onwards, Aladdin and his mother were never short of anything. The genie of the lamp was able to get them all they needed. Was taken only to ask for what they really needed, because otherwise the neighbors might have started talking about their newfound wealth. And if the news of their fortune reached the ears of the wicked wizard, he would have taken steps to put them in his power and to get hold of the wonderful lamp. But one evening, Aladdin said to his mother,
"Mother, I want to marry the Princess Boudroubadour. Her face is the most beautiful in the world, and her graces leave one speechless. I love her fit to die. Go to the Emperor, I beseech you, and ask him for her hand in marriage."
Aladdin, you must be out of your mind. The Emperor would throw me out.
No, Mother. Not after the presents you are going to take to him.
Aladdin took the fruits of precious stones that he had gathered in the underground garden and placed them on a silver dish, covering them with a square of silk.
Go, Mother. Tell the Emperor that I'll do anything he demands in order to marry the Princess Boudroubadour.
Introduced into the presence of the Emperor, the mother knelt down and bowed her head to the ground.
"Oh, great Emperor, light of the East, I tremble at your footsteps. I bring a present from my son Aladdin, who wishes to marry your daughter, the beautiful Princess Boudroubadour."
What an impertinence! But I can't waste time on absurdities like this. I must be busy with state taxes, which never come my way quickly enough. Oh, come now, let us see your present for me.
At the sight of the jewels in the form of fruits, the Emperor, the Grand Vizier, the little Viziers, and the entire court were struck dumb. They had never seen such splendor in their lives.
Illustrious Emperor, mountain of wisdom and fountain of truth, what shall I say to my son Aladdin?
Your son must be pretty rich to be able to present all this treasure. I think he had better build in the Imperial Gardens a palace for my daughter. After all, to get married, it is necessary to have somewhere to live. When it is finished, and if it is as splendid as I expect, I shall give my daughter to your son Aladdin. But if it is not completed within 2 days, I shall have your son's head cut off.
Trembling, Aladdin's mother ran home to her son to tell him what the Emperor had decided. Aladdin took up the lamp and rubbed it.
"I am here, O Master of the Lamp. What are your wishes?"
Build in the Imperial Gardens a palace for my fiancée, Princess Boudroubadour. I want the walls to be made of gold, the windows of diamonds, the furniture of rare woods and carved ivory. I want plates of fine gold and crystal. Return to me when it is ready.
All is ready, O Master of the Lamp. The servants are now preparing a celebration party for your engagement.
Now I want my mother and I to be magnificently robed. Get me an escort of 1,000 horsemen. I want each one to have a purse filled with gold pieces to distribute to the people as we pass on our way. Unroll a magnificent carpet to stretch from here to the Emperor's palace. Perfect. Let us start.
People ran to tell the Emperor of the magnificent procession that was making its way to him. Already the Emperor was stunned with amazement at the incredible palace that had just arisen in his garden. But when he saw Aladdin and his procession, the Emperor felt that with such a son-in-law, he had no need to get worried in future about collecting taxes.
Noble Aladdin, my well-loved son, come into my arms. Let us go and seek out the princess. We will celebrate your marriage immediately.
The beautiful Budrul Budur, who had not been consulted about these plans, presented no difficulty. It is enough to say that Aladdin was a handsome young man, and Budrul Budur an obedient daughter. Everything suggested the young couple were going to be very happy. The news of their magnificent wedding spread throughout the entire world, even to Africa. And there the wicked wizard learned that Aladdin not only possessed the magic lamp, but what's more, knew how to make good use of it. Returned to China, disguised as a wandering peddler, and strolled around Aladdin's palace, waiting until he went out, so that he could enter the grounds. As soon as he saw Aladdin leave with a hunting party, he went up to one of the princess's windows and called out,
"Who would like nice new lamps? Get rid of your old ones, new lamps for old ones. Who would like a brand new lamp for an old worn-out one?"
The princess was at the window.
Peddler, wait for me.
She ran to Aladdin's room and took his lamp. And then she gave it to the wizard, who gave her a new one for it.
My husband ought to be very happy that I've got rid of this horrible old thing for him. Thank you, Peddler.
At your service, madam.
As soon as he was by himself, the wizard rubbed the lamp.
I am here, O Master of the Lamp. Oh, you are not my usual Master of the Lamp. Your wishes?
This palace and everything it contains, I want taken to my home in Africa.
The palace disappeared immediately, together with the princess, all the servants, the horses, the furniture, and everything else. All that was left was an enormous hole in the imperial gardens. When Aladdin returned home from his hunt, the emperor was furious.
Bring me back my daughter Aladdin and her palace. Otherwise I shall have your head cut off.
Immediately, Aladdin realized what had happened. Getting back onto his horse, he said to his companions,
Let's go, my friends. We're off to Africa.
Although Africa is an immense continent, a palace like that one would not pass unnoticed, and it did not take too long to discover it. Aladdin hid himself among the shrubs in the garden, and when night had fallen, he made his way to his wife's window.
Aladdin! Oh, my dearest husband, I never thought I should see you again.
Well-beloved princess, I've come to fetch you.
Alas, sweet husband, the wizard will never let me go. He wants to marry me. He hardly ever leaves me alone and makes me take all my meals with him.
Take this packet. It contains a special powder. You must put it in his wine.
That very evening at supper, the princess put the powder in the wizard's glass. He was soon in a deep sleep. Then Aladdin appeared, and rummaging about, soon found the lamp among the wizard's clothes.
Here I am, O Master of the Lamp, and if I may say so, sir, I am delighted to see you again. Your slave awaits your orders.
Get rid of this wicked wizard. I never want to hear of him again. Thank you. Now pick up the palace with everything in it and take it back where it belongs.
So Aladdin and Budrul returned to China, where they were welcomed by the emperor and all his subjects with great joy and jubilation. They lived to a great age and were very happy and had many children. Aladdin carefully put the lamp away, because, being so happy, he didn't need it anymore, and it was not long before he forgot where he had put it. And since that time, nobody knows what has become of it.